ChaseNCredit. It's another beautiful day. God has blessed us with some sun. Just want to talk to y'all some more about another credit topic. I'm here in the Porsche Hotel in Atlanta. Got a couple business meetings with some clients that flew in, so I thought I'd use some business credit, which means a business credit card and a business hotel, right? Porsche's a business, and so I could easily meet them in a conference room and make it convenient for them. They flew in, nice room, really nice room, right beside the Porsche headquarters, right beside the Porsche track, right? Who don't love Porsche? I know I do, especially the Porsche Panamera. And got a chance to do the Porsche experience with my brother. That was amazing. Anyway, so I got a couple of questions, especially from some clients talking about, should it be best just to go ahead and close a credit card? So, and how would that affect my credit? Well, that can affect it in a couple different ways, right? So say for instance, if you had a credit card that was, say for instance you had a credit card that was like 6 years old. And let's say for instance that credit card had a limit of say $7,000, right? And that's a good limit, right? So by going and deciding, hey, I done paid it off, so I don't owe anything, and I got this great idea, which is usually a great idea is one that you just decide to do and you don't check with anybody, right? It's just your voice maybe telling you, and I'm just gonna go and close it out. Well, there's a couple of problems with that idea. So, first problem, by doing that, and we talked about the 6 years. So that 6 years is actually showing up on your credit report. So Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, they're all showing 6 years of good credit history. So on your credit report or your credit history, that length of time counts as part of your credit score, right? I believe that's 30%. Right? So take 30% of a pie, take that slice, right? Cut that slice out of the pie, 100%, what you got left, right? 70%. That's a good piece of that pie. So now you just took 6 years worth of credit off your credit report by closing that account, which is all good. Let's just say that you never missed a payment, right? Every time you charge something, you take a few months or take a couple years and you pay it off. So that means that credit card, whether it's through Bank of America, Chase, Discover, Citi, don't matter, and you decide because I paid it off, phew, I'm done with it, let me go ahead and close it. You just took, by closing it, you just gave away 6 years of good credit history and gave it back, or you just let it disappear. Now, by closing it, it comes off your credit report, and then that 30% of your credit score that shows up, that accounts for whatever score that you had last month or a few months ago, now that alone is now going to affect your credit score. So you could have a 750 credit score, you could have a 701 credit score, you could have a 680 credit score. The way the credit bureaus work is now they're going to take, and because you have now closed that account, that's going to drop your credit score. As simple as that. Because that great idea that you had of saying, I'm gonna get rid of that credit card because I'm done paying on it. I got zero balance, and so I'm gonna get rid of it. You gave away that 30% that was boosting up your credit score. Now you just brought down your credit score. That's one way it's going to affect your credit score. Now, another way it's going to affect your credit score is your utilization. Because for the simple fact that you had that, 7,000 credit limit that you didn't owe anything on. So now you had a 7,000 credit limit credit card that you didn't owe anything on, along with, say, some other credit cards that you had, right? So on your utilization, which is also 30% of your score, so along with some other credit cards, that 7,000 credit credit limit credit card was helping your utilization, right? Because you didn't owe anything, it kept your utilization, see that? Low. So what did that do? So that means your utilization could have been down to like real small, right? Can you see between that? Like real small. So maybe your utilization, before you decide to have that really great idea, your utilization might have been down to like 6 or 7, maybe even 13%. But by calling that credit card company and saying, you know what? I'm done with y'all. I didn't pay y'all off. Hey, I'll show you. Cut it off because I don't even want to see y'all on my credit report anymore. By them closing that account, and now it's going to show up as a closed account, and that now that utilization which counts for 30% of your credit score is now going to show a closed account. But more importantly, let's get back to the revolving. That's what utilization is, revolving. So that revolving counts for credit cards. Your utilization going to go from, say, 13%. That one credit card is going to come off. So now that can take your other credit card, and your utilization can now go. It just overnight, it can go back up. It can go over 30%, 40%, 70%. You got to factor all that in, because that $7,000 credit limit credit card that you wasn't using, but you didn't owe anything, was helping your utilization. That's revolving credit. Loans, car payment, home mortgage, and all that. None of that is revolving. Only credit cards is revolving. So you just shot yourself in the foot. I hate to put it like that, but by closing that account, you've actually hurt your credit score. That's another way that it hurt you. So, one more again. We're on number 3. So I'm only going to lay this one on you as the third one, as if that's not enough, but we're going to stop there. Once you close that account, right? Once you say, hey, I got it all figured out, right? I'm going to close this account. And now guess what? Now it's going to show up on your credit report, your personal credit report, that you have closed an account. Well, let me tell you what that does. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are now going to report that you have closed an account. That actually counts against you. When you close an account, they report a closed account. That does not work in your favor. That does not say great. When you have a car and you pay that car off, it just says account paid in full. Closing an account does not work in your favor. So maybe you borrow some money from your aunt, and then you finally pay her off, and your aunt say, hey, you no longer owe me. Now that's great. But, not owing anything else on your Bank of America credit card, and, it just reports now 0, but then you decide, I want to close this account because I don't owe anymore. That's not a good idea to say, I want to close you because I don't owe you anymore. So please don't do that, right? It don't work in your favor. So hopefully these 3 items is enough for you to just say, you know what, Chase, there's got to be chasing credit every day. I don't know what I don't know. So before I make this move of closing accounts, let me slow my roll and don't close this account. Let me just let it sit there because I don't owe it. It's not hurting anything. If anything, it's helping me. And let me just let it sit there and simmer and help what's already there. Help the other items that's on my credit that are good. And you know what? Just build this credit, right? That's what it's called, building. It's building the other items on my credit report. The more credit I got, the more good credit history that I got, it's building it. So don't close anything. Don't let them take off anything. I mean, if anything, if it's negative, you want it off, but it's positive, let it build, especially old accounts, like 13 years and 20 years. The longer it is, the more you want on it. Length of credit is good. A new account that you open, it doesn't really help you, but an old account, let it stay on it. So, on that note, right? ChaseNCredit. Hope this gave y'all some good information. Glad I was able to stop in between some client meetings at the Porsche Hotel here in Atlanta and drop some credit knowledge, some things that I'm learning, right? Constantly learning every day. But again, don't close any accounts, right? Because you need them. The longer the history. So what I always say, the best time to have planted a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. So if you have a credit card that you didn't have for 2 years, if you let it sit there, and then 2 years from now, how long do you gotta have that credit on your credit report? 4 years, simple math. Don't close it. Don't let it go anywhere, just let it sit there. So you got it, I got it. So again, hope you all have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Be out there chasing credit, and I'll talk to y'all soon, probably tomorrow.